Turn you around there for a minute. Okay. Maybe I'll just take you with me. Here we go. Okay. Maybe I won't. It's too much trouble to get all that stuff. Hold on. Then I gotta leave my main phone here. Okay, I'll just lock the door. Okay. So I got my electric blanket. Oh, you're over there. I got my electric blanket and I got something else. I don't know what else it is. I'll open it up and see. Surprise, surprise. It's like Christmas all over again. Then we'll ride up to the hill and get the coal oil. Oh, cool. Cool. I need to take these right here. I've spent so much money on supplements, you would not believe it. And then, you know, where I live, it bakes them. But these ain't even going to have a chance. I need these, you know, with all the research I've been doing. So these ain't even going to have a chance. I'd take one right now if I could. I'm not going to tell you what they are because that's a little bit too personal, right? And with all the freaking goofy stuff. So I got this. You see how they ship this stuff now? They don't even put it in a box. They just ship like it come right off the whatchamacallit. It's the cheapest one I could get. Absolutely necessary. You know, I'm trying to do that. Boycotting Christmas, but it's so freaking cold where I live, you would not believe it. That's why I'm going up to get this coal oil right now. So I got me an electric blanket. I mean, this is wonderful. You think about the homeless people out on the streets. They don't have no cordless blanket. And so I was going to talk to you about Cuba, okay? I'll tell you about it right now. Because, you know, the signal's going to cut out when I start going up the hill. And then when I get to the bottom of the hill, it'll turn back on. It takes about 4 minutes. And then I'll be at the travel center where I can get the coal oil and whatnot. But I want to tell you about this one channel because I've been telling you that in Cuba, you would not believe it. Their cars are from the 1950s. You would not believe it, would you? Okay? And I've said before, the cars in Cuba are from the 1950s because of what happened. The Black Panthers were also fighting with Castro. I mean, they were helping Castro, Fidel Castro. There was a war going on. And Russia came over and they were at Cuba. And they were about to blast off missiles at each other. At least this is what they were saying, right? And so they've been punishing them, right? That place is it's supposed to be a United States place, right? I'm pretty sure it's part of the United States. And so they've been punishing them ever since. Look at their cars. Look at this channel on YouTube. He's got a camera facing outside of his house. He or her, I don't know who it is. It's called Leo. It's called Leo of Cuba. I don't know if it's Leo de Cuba or Leo of Cuba. I'm pretty sure it's Leo of Cuba because I would have recognized that. But that's his handle, Leo of Cuba. He's got a live stream running all the time out of his window. And look at the cars there. They're just like I told you. They're from the 1950s. Remember the cars? The 1957 Chevy and the Dakota or whatever they call it, the Sota or whatever it's called. All those old cars that used to be here back in the 40s and 50s. Those are the cars they have in Cuba. They're still using them. If you go to this guy's channel, you'll see, because he's got the camera facing out on the road. They drive by there all the time. And so, thanks for leaving the emojis. Yeah, I looked in the store to see if they had this one product that I just barely became aware of. Oh, and by the way, the molasses, it's made from sugar cane. But when they're boiling the sugar cane, I mean, you could probably go on YouTube and see right now. You can find out anything now, but I'll go ahead and tell you anyway. When they're boiling the sugar cane, somehow or other it crystallizes. And oh yeah, also they're cracking down on phones. Do not touch your phone when you're in your car. They're cracking down on it. But anywho, big fine too. And when they're doing the stuff to the sugar cane, they boil it in water or something. They boil it in water and get the stuff to crystallize or something. That's how they make white sugar, right? So they boil it and then they get all that sugar off of it. And then I guess they boil it again. They boil it again and get more sugar. And then the third time they boil it, I don't know exactly how they do it, but the syrup that's left off the third time, that's molasses. And molasses is rich in nutrients and all this other stuff. So, you know, when you're craving sugar, right, you got to have some. They're saying that the white sugar is like a freaking chemical because of, I don't know how they process it, or I don't know what the hell they do to it, but they're saying that the white sugar is not good. And so, you know, if you're looking for, you know, when you want something sweet, you know, so I'm looking for alternatives. And so that's why I ordered some molasses, because it's sweet, but it's good for you. It's got all kinds of freaking nutritious stuff in it, right? And that's why I was going to get a molasses cookie in the store. But anyhow, I'll talk to you about that more when I get down to the whatchamacallit. So we're just going up this hill. This is the 269 road. I guess you call it highway. It's also, they call it Lassen. It goes right through Huron, California. We're leaving right out of Avenel, California. Got to go over the hill to get to the interstate. And right there when we get to the interstate, that's where they have a travel center, which a lot of people don't even know it's there, right? It's like hidden. And that's where we're going. And I guess that there's a lot of fog going on in California, because there's fog up here. So I'm glad I didn't come earlier. I'm glad I didn't attempt to go over here earlier, because it would probably been a lot worse. Everything looks green right now because it's that time of season. It doesn't stay green very long. Neither does it stay cold very long. We only got 2 months, less than 2 months of really, really cold weather. So I'll probably make it, but I'm just like, you know, thinking and thinking and thinking, and so okay. Yee, hot dog, we're back on. Back out quiet. Okay. Got it going on. Ain't nothing going on but the rant. Feel me? Let's see the gas prices. $4.39. Damn, price went down. That's almost like giving it away. So I'll get, let's see, 4 gallons. So that's, damn, it's only going to be like 17 bucks. That's pretty damn good, because it's usually always close to 20. So we got unleaded regular is $4.05, unleaded plus $4.65, and unleaded super $5.15. That's $5.15. And diesel is $4.39. Cash. If you're paying cash, I don't know if I pay with the debit card, is that considered cash? I'll have to look and see what they're charging me. I never really even thought about that. So here we are at the wonderful thing again. And this guy's taking up the whole fuel island with that trailer. So I will turn your love around. Do, 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 do. There. That way you can keep an eye on me while I pump it. While I pump the stuff. Oh, turn off your lights. They look good and bright. Okay, let's do it to it. Smells like apple bubble gum. Bubblicious. I also heard that the worms, you know, when you take medicine for if you got intestinal worms, it's bubblegum flavor. Did you know that? Hey, I'm gonna shut this off. You know why? Because last time when they heard the music play, I mean, I'm gonna shut off the microphone. Last time they heard this freaking music play, they freaking stopped my video. They made me go in and erase the song. Isn't that freaking ridiculous? So I'm gonna turn off the mic here. Made a big old mess. Last time I dropped my glasses outside. See that? I gotta clean those up. No, nobody's in here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about old barn, huh? Damn. Oh shit! I fell off your seat. I actually got more fuel. Almost got 5 gallons, but I paid $21.21 for it. So I forgot to get my freaking receipt. I'll just write it down. I'll write it down that way I can figure out how much they are actually charging me. So it's $21.21. $21.21, and that's 4.822. 4.822 gallons. So I'll figure it out when I pull up my calendar. I mean my calculator. But for right now, I've got to go put air in the tire. Yeah. You know this dude from Flying J. You know he's watching my videos, right? Because they just played the same damn song that they played last time that I was telling you about, right? When they violated they restricted the video because of the song that was coming on. And I told you about it. And so they just played the song right now. Okay? That's too strange of a freaking coincidence. What am I looking for? What the hell was I looking for? I don't even know. Okay, so I was looking for the freaking air thing, but I'm all goofy because if I open the door, the music comes in, and then YouTube will shut it down for stupid reason. Who the hell's gonna listen to this damn song? It's not like somebody's gonna publish the song and make money off of it, right? So let me go right over here and try and find this thing so that I can go pump some stuff. I should let you see Interstate 5 down there. Let me just see if I can find this thing. I don't know where the hell it's at, unless it fell. Okay, I found it. Okay, let's go get it on. Come on. Is that the best you can do with the emojis? Why don't you put the fire and then planet Earth, fire planet Earth, fire planet Earth. These are a dud, dude. You don't even have no imagination. No artistic imagination. So yeah, I turned up this heater a little bit too much. In the wintertime, the display turns on so I can actually change things around. I mean, it's $200 for a display, right? I'm trying to get a different car. They have a car right now for $2,000, 60-mile range. If I had that car, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be down the road buying these products that are available, that are not available here. And so I just started realizing I gotta let this Jeep. There's a lot of people in here right now. I can't, go put some air in these tires. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the tires first, and that way I'll know how much air I have to put in there. Do you see how all these people are driving so stupid out there where it snows? You know, like it snows in Iowa, Chicago, Wisconsin, even snows in Texas, real bad. One time I was driving in Texas and the snow was so bad, it was like there was like that much freaking ice on the road. It's freaking scary. I was driving down the freeway with my wheels turned this way and I was going straight. Boy, when you park the truck, when you finally find a place to park, you're just like, man, you feel like so secure, you know, and you got the motor running. It's freaking freezing weather. It feels all cozy and stuff. It's wild, you know, especially if you have a brand new truck. It's pretty neat. But anywho, let me check these tires. Let me check the pressure in these tires. I'm trying to keep them at like 45 pounds at least. That's the maximum, but that's the minimum I'm trying to keep them at. So let me run out here and check these. And I will roll these windows down so that you can hear what's going on. You can't hear the music from here, so they won't violate the video. I just turned this way, that way you can see the action that's going on over here. As soon as I get out there to check the tire pressure, now everybody freaking runs through there. I ain't taking no chances out there. Some of these dudes, they're on their freaking cell phone. They don't watch where they're going. There's some crazy, dude, you would not believe the shit I've seen. We need 5 pounds. We'll check the other side. Weird. So it's 2 bucks. This is freaking crazy. Hell, man. Okay. So they're all at the same pressure. And I think it's because, I know that sounds confusing. They're all the same. They're all at the same exact pressure. And they're all at 40 psi, which means I can put another 5 psi into them. But you know, it's winter time, so I don't know if they should have been, you know, warmed up by now or not. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over there and I'm gonna put like 3 seconds worth of air on each one, and then I'll check them later. I should let me take off the caps, and that way I can just pull up and get it on. You know what I mean? So now all the fuel islands are busy, except for one way over there. So let me turn this off. So I got a few minutes to talk now. Ooh, it's a little bit cold. So we're up here, this is the Interstate 5, and there's the get-on ramp right down there. There's the get-on ramp to that's the get-on ramp to the southbound Interstate 5, and then further down that way, or farther down that way, is this northbound get-on ramp to the I-5, Interstate 5 here in California. This is the Central Valley. We're over on the west side. We're actually about 50 miles as the crow flies from the Pacific Ocean. And so I was telling you that, you know, I hate to use the selfie camera because it's mirrored, right? I know on iPhone you can change that. Apparently either people do not have an iPhones or they're just too dumb to do it, right? When they specifically have stuff written on their shirts, have stuff written on their hats, and everything's backwards. So I was telling you that these people out in Iowa and stuff, people driving regular cars and people in trucks driving, I'm like, you gotta be stupid to be driving in that crap. It's totally stupid. The thing's just, there's no, you could be like on, you know, if the road tilts this way, you're gonna freaking go down. You can't, you know, they have stuff where they put tire chains on stuff, but some of these places, you know, these people, they make money off that. You don't think all these towing companies, you don't think there are a bunch of freaking desert pirates out there waiting for this season? You don't think they freaking communicate with the people out there who's supposed to be putting salt on the roads and don't? Right? And I mean, you look on Facebook, these cars coming by, just, you know, basically driving on ice. It's your own freaking stupidity. You're not supposed to be out there driving in this crap. And so that's why you got all this stuff happening out there. I mean, they had this one, I saw this one today that was at, like, going downhill, and the car just, and the guy's out there standing, and he can't even move because it's ice. He can't even move because his feet have no traction. And the freaking van almost freaking slams him because he couldn't go nowhere. If he tried to move, he'd be freaking laid out on the ice. And that ice ain't soft. When I was up here, there's this one place in Oregon called Chenault. I think it's called Chenault, Oregon. It's like a Twilight Zone. But the people are real friendly. They treat you nice. And when I was first with this first company, actually, that I didn't tell you about, these are really the people who sent me out. But it was only, you know, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and that's how I started. And then I actually went with this other company, and they actually sent me to the East Coast. Okay. And I came back and I was like, man, I don't want no part of this. And then it was like a decade later, maybe 14 years later, where, you know, everything changed for me. And so I met this one person, and by now, I didn't even know, but I met this one person. I see him all the time down at the liquor store. And it turns out that he had a brand new truck, and he gave me the keys to it. And this is when I really went out and saw everything. And because by this time, the trucks were automatic, right? It was a 2014 or 2015 brand new automatic Volvo truck, which is not anything what they're like now. The Volvos now, they're two completely different animals. Back then, they were not made in this place. You know how they build stuff over here, okay? But back then it was built in Sweden or Switzerland or something like that. So it was really nice. And I went out and I saw everything, but I also ran into some racist piles of crap too. Idiots. Cold-blooded, freaking racist pieces of dog crap. And snitches, idiots, Mr. McBig effing nobodies, male and female. And so that's basically when I saw that. And then from there I just went with different companies, going all over the place. Started going to Florida, but they say that Florida, you can find loads going over there, but you can't find nothing coming back because the pay is so crappy. But so I'm just waiting for this one guy to pull out, and then I'll put 5 pounds of air in here. But yeah, that Cuba, if you check out that dude's channel, you'll see the cars that are on the road. They're from the 1950s. The cars that were over here in the 1950s are over there in Cuba. They never got any new cars. That's how poor it is over there. And those are the cars they use today. As crazy as that sounds, it's true. They've been punishing those people for a long time. Because, you know, they were going to revolt or something like this. And Russia was setting up shop over there or something. You know, they were basically on the side of righteousness, right? People who are on the side of righteousness, they're going to call them a communist. Okay? They make this label, and then anything that opposes them, they put that label on it. So all these people who they label as communists were really, you know, if you check them out, you know, like Bin Laden, right? And Saddam Hussein. Well, I don't really know what was going on with these people, but just looking at him, Bin Laden didn't look like a bad dude, bad guy. But Saddam Hussein, you know, I don't know how educated he was, but when they destroyed him, and he was sitting here, you know, God this and God this and that. You know, when they're probably the ones who wrote this stuff, right? I mean, when you stop and you think about it, when you know all these different things, and they didn't care. They didn't care that he said, you know, God this, and I'll stand here for God and this, and they just totally tore him up. And so now this guy over in Venezuela, he looks like Saddam Hussein. They must be cousins or something. Cousins or brothers. And so check this out. So, you know, everybody's suspect, especially people who I have not followed for at least 5 years, are suspect of being agent provocateur, and you know, undercover. You see all the stuff they're saying about undercover people now. I just read something right now about this one person who was with someone for like 5 years or something, and turns out he was an undercover police, and there's like dozens and dozens, hundreds of them, that they're doing this to people who are, political, who are basically, activists. And so this guy's getting ready to pull out. I don't know if he'll completely take off, but I mean, it's not like my tires are really low. It's just, it'd be nice to have that extra 5 pounds of pressure in them. But, really, to tell you the truth, it's not good to be putting air in them all the time. Maybe I should wait till they get low, because right now it's got 40 psi in it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off then. So I've got all this fuel here. I've got my vegetables. I'll show you my vegetables that I bought. Did I get the noodles? No, I did not get the noodles. Damn it. Okay, but I bought some of this because I heard vitamin E is important. And I think it has magnesium. All right, magnesium's very important. I've been doing a lot of research. And so, they're saying that they're going to get rid of 17,000 of these drivers. And I don't see it happening. I think there's a bunch of bull. But we'll see. It's supposed to be in like 30 days or 50 days. Got me one of this, and this is smelling good. This is smelling hella good. I don't know where. I think they're getting their stuff from Mexico, and it's better quality. Let me see where it's from, and I'll tell you, but it smells hella good. Oh, it's from California. California Naval. California Naval. It says USA. It doesn't say where it's from. But it's smelling hella good. That must mean my body needs it, man. I should have bought some more. I got to look at the receipt, see how much all this stuff costs. Okay, Naval Orange. 27 cents. I should have freaking loaded up on them. I'll load up on them tomorrow. I'll go get a whole bunch because it's smelling very good. Then I got another one of these because these are real good. But it said $2.39. I don't know if it was $2.39 a pound or what. So I got one big one and that one small one. But these are really good. I don't know if you've tried them or not. They're really damn good. I'm going to go home and I'm going to make them right now. Let me see. And the avocado, the price on the avocados went down. They were $1.50. I couldn't believe it. They've been expensive for like a year or 2 years. The price just went down. 99 cents for an avocado. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, if you don't believe me, it's backwards, but if you care that much, you can see where it says avocado, 99 cents. So I'm not making this crap up. I got no reason to make it up. Okay, and I got me a papaya. That's what I really wanted to see how much it cost. Okay, the squash was expensive. It's $2.29 a pound. So I got 2 squash for $2.25. The papaya was expensive. Papaya was $4, but it's a big papaya. So for $4, I could have got 2 cans of papaya, tropical fruit. But this one is just way super much better, but you have to hurry up and eat it, right? Or with the can. So it's way better nutritionally than, thus, that's why I bought it. I was just hoping it'd be cheaper than that. I was hoping it'd be like $2.50. But yeah, it's about $1.50 more than what I wanted to pay for it. But the Mexican squash was 88 cents, so basically almost $1. So that's still kind of expensive, It's still kind of expensive. You'd expect to get 2 for $1, right? But I mean, inflation, I guess, right? Can't stay the same price forever. Not with these crooks running the country. And I got my carrots. Carrots are tasting pretty good. I've been cooking carrots lately, and carrots have been pretty good, you know, for vitamin A. And the carrots are cheap. Carrots are damn near giving them away. The other day it was more. The other day when I bought the carrots, it was $1.59. Now it's 99 cents. So go figure. So that's pretty bad. I got out of there with like 10 bucks. But I didn't get the noodles. The noodles are supposed to not be good for you, right? But, you know, what are you going to do? I have some of those canned noodles, but they don't taste the same. And I don't want to have to stop at the store just to get the ramen noodles. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I thought for sure I grabbed, no, because there was a lady there in the way, and I just said the hell with it. Okay. So I got, this is my good food. All the other stuff that I get is junk food. You know, when I go to the dollar store, all that stuff is junk food. This is the nutritious stuff that I had to get because I'm trying to do all this stuff. And in so doing, I'm discovering a lot of things. Like number one, sodas are so bad. It should be freaking, should be a freaking crime. Okay? They're putting 60 grams of soda, of sugar. Not even sugar. High fructose corn syrup. 60 freaking grams. Get yourself one of those little scales. They got them on eBay. They're cheap. They're like 12 bucks, 13 bucks, and they're freaking accurate like you would not believe. High, super high quality scales. It's like, how can, these scales should be like, you know, 59 bucks at least, 79 bucks. Why are they so inexpensive? And they're freaking high precision. And I've got one. And take some sugar and see how much 60 grams of sugar is. Is it any wonder that the people in the United States are all freaking jacked up? Mainly the poor people, because the middle class and the rich are catching on and they're not buying this crap. They're buying the other stuff that costs 2 or 3 times more that the poor people can't get. They already have this stuff. I haven't even tried one. Okay? They've got it at Walmart and it's called Polar something. And it's a soda. But guess how much sugar it has in it? It has like 12 grams of sugar. Now, which one would you rather drink? Something that has 12 grams of sugar or something that has 60 grams of sugar in it? And it's not even sugar. It's high fructose corn syrup. And it's called carbohydrates or sugars or what, I don't know what the hell it is. But the one that I'm talking about that has the 7 grams of carbohydrates, I guess that's sugar, is called Polar. And they don't put it by the sodas. It's hiding somewhere. And I've never even seen it. And so I'm going to go get some. I'm going to see if they're putting in a lot of carbonation, right? Because if it's the same company, they're going to try to make it taste bad, right? I was going to grab it before I actually made the video because they're freaking listening. Just like the bozos in the other industry that profits off you being sick. They went and they bought all the freaking companies out. All the freaking supplements, nutritional supplements at Walmart. They bought them all out and freaking put garbage in them. They're no good. You just crap them out. You take them and you freaking crap them out. They put stuff on them so that they don't freaking even, they're not absorbed. Because these people, they bought it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if these multi-billion-dollar companies are buying these other companies who's doing this, right? This is what I'm going in and checking out. Okay, because they know the people are, their days are numbered when the people find out. Okay, so they're gonna, if they want to keep selling stuff, whoever's making the Polar is going to be selling the stuff. It's at Walmart. Because people ain't going to freaking be buying this crap that's loaded with freaking 60 grams of garbage. That's going to put you away. And so you don't understand what the ramifications of that, what the implications of that are? The other company that makes over $300,000 per customer, they're going down because the jig is up. This is how they've been doing it. This is how they've been effing you over. It's freaking evil beyond belief. This is the main one. So it's like jumping through hoops trying to find something sweet that's not freaking poison. Hence, that's why I ordered the molasses. And there's all kinds of different stuff that the people are doing. There are dozens and dozens of different products that freaking just sprung up overnight. And this is some of the stuff I'm going to be showing you. Now, some of the things that I also want to get that are very, very important, trying to clean up your diet, are available at Walmart now. And they're not available here. I just looked. Okay? I'm not going to eat something that's freaking sprayed with, it's like taking your vegetables and taking a can of fly spray, right? And spraying them with freaking pesticides. I'm not going to eat that crap. Okay? This stuff is stuff that doesn't have a peeling on it. So if there's something that I'm going to eat that doesn't have a peeling on it, that I'm just going to wash with water, damn straight it's got to be organic. Okay? They have it in at Walmart, but they don't have it here. So I didn't buy it. But this is a very important food stuff. Very, very important. Okay? So when I can make it to the place to purchase this product, I'll show you this stuff. Okay? So that's all I've got for right now. Run down there and get you some. Or look online. It's called Polar. And it's only got 12 grams of sugar in it compared to the other crap. And if you even want to get something even better than that, they've got stuff. And the I was telling you the kombucha, right? They're saying stuff that is fermented is excellent for you. And because everybody's been given antibiotics sometime in your life. And this one dude, I think it's Kevin Trudeau, he says, if you took them freaking antibiotics, you have freaking candida. Okay? And they're saying that this is good, you know, for everybody. That you should be eating fermented foods like sauerkraut, even though sauerkraut is loaded with salt. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they'll clean that up. I hope they do. Fermented pickles or whatnot. But anyhow, okay, so there's this stuff called kombucha. And this stuff is naturally carbonated. Okay, here's the thing. Why are they hiding the crap? I'm talking about a carbonated drink. That's why people are so crazy about soda, because it's carbonated, right? You get hooked on it when you're eating. It makes your food taste better. Okay? So people want the carbonated stuff. So the stuff that is better, that's carbonated, this stuff, the kombucha, is carbonated naturally. They don't even have to add none. It's naturally carbonated. It tastes like a soda, but it's good for you. And it costs $3 a bottle. And I was telling you that that's why. It's the poor people. It's mostly the poor people that are getting effed over because they can't afford to buy the other good stuff. So I said, the price on this kombucha needs to come down. But now I found out there's actually another product you can get. You can get a whole 12-pack. Well, they come in 8-packs. And it's cheap. And it's way better than what they have right now. If I had a car, I'd go down there and I'd get me some right now to show you. And I told you, I said, you know how much a 6-pack of kombucha will cost you? It'll cost you like 22 bucks. Okay? So they brought the price down half. You can get a 12-pack for 22 bucks now. So that's pretty cool. So they are listening. Okay? Look at the stuff they're writing on the cans. If you look at the Polar stuff, I'll tell you about this later, okay? We'll talk about that more later. But for right now, I just want to grab these few products and show them to you. So I'll have to do that later. So stay tuned. We're out here on the Interstate 5. Whoops. Cancel. I meant to flip this thing around. We're out here on the Interstate 5 over at the Travel Center on Highway 269 and Interstate 5 in Central Valley, California. We have some overcast skies. It's really cold. I just come down to get me some coal oil because, you know, last night it was almost down to freezing. It was almost down to freezing. And so I had to come down here and grab some of this stuff. My next endeavor, we'll find out what my next endeavor is shortly. So I got to get home and make this squash because it is good. It is good squash. And I'm getting all these different things. The main thing is that I'm getting rid of that high fructose corn syrup. I'm like, no wonder. All that freaking high fructose corn syrup. Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable. You know what they say about high fructose corn syrup? I'm not going to repeat it. Okay. Go on YouTube and see what they're saying about it. Okie dokie. So I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for leaving whatchamacallits. I see there are people in here. Well, let me see for sure. I'm just want to see. Yeah, there's 2 people. Cool. All right. Talk to you later. I got more stuff. I didn't bring my notes with me. I'll probably make a live stream. Who knows? Who knows when? But so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for hitting the like button. And we'll talk to you later.